So while I'm in here doing some maintenance and redoing the front end of the truck, we got the paint drying over here. Figured good time to do all these connectors. I already did this side, cleaned all that up. This one was obviously blown out. The other side was completely shot. So I'm going to show you how I like to replace these wires using these quick solder connects. First step, find your wires and cut them evenly. Give yourself a little bit of meat. You want to strip those nice with some wire strippers. Take your old stuff, throw it right in the trash. Make sure that you know where the wires are going. This is obviously the same color, the new one, so I labeled it myself with some Sharpie for the ground. And after you cut them to length, don't forget to put your connectors on first, and we will go from there. I'll show you how I connect it. Next up, you want to obviously make sure before you cut it all, know which wire you're going to. Clearly these are both white, and it's good to label it yourself so you know in the future if there is a problem. I use some Sharpie to label the ground, put a black mark on the actual housing of the plastic and the wire. And next you want to do a little bit of a twist. That kind of came undone. I'm going to get it a little tighter. I don't like to just stick it in there and hope it stays, so I give it a little bit of a twist first, and then you're going to slide your connector up. So after you get it all twisted, slide that up nicely, make sure your wires don't move, and you should have your seal ends, like these red marks, on the wire itself, and the solder right in the middle of where your wires are. Now, as you can see, you're supposed to really have a heat gun, but I'm not going to grab all that right now. I like to lock in the edges of the wire itself with the seal part so nothing moves, and then you kind of just bounce your heat around this solder and you will start to see it go. With the heat gun, this is a lot more efficient, and I don't want to get the flame directly on it because it'll kind of melt all the plastic, so I'm trying to stay around it. And that right there is your finished product. You can see the silver on all the wires right there. Doesn't have to be fully melted. With the heat gun, like I said, it does work better, but you can give this a nice tug, pull, check it all, and you're good to go. It's always good to put a little electrical tape or anything in case the wires are close to each other, just for future reference. You never know. If that little housing was to be a little ripped or melted, you don't want your wires connecting. And that's the easiest, best way to do it. And here is the universal kit. You can get this online anywhere, Amazon,